Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another day in the market. I hope you guys are excited. Hopefully you guys are making some money. It's going to be a very interesting next couple of weeks here, especially with these post-earnings candidates firing off. For those of you guys that caught AEO, we're going to be talking about that one a little bit here, guys. I really wouldn't be surprised at this point. I did it again. Like, what else do you guys want from me? I try to help you guys on the free streams here. I made the TikTok video, the Instagram video. I posted it on Twitter. That one was another epic one. Hit some really crazy levels in the after hours, which is again where I was ditching most of the position again. Sold the rest of it in the pre-market at around 1250, currently trading at about 1175. So another very, very solid trade this week. And I know those of you guys that had the options on this, that was another 400% gainer. Matt, there you go, buddy. That is awesome gains over there. Again, guys, this is what we do in LTMP. So if you guys aren't in there yet, I don't know how many more times you guys got to see me call out the craziest trades in the market. You guys are going to start seeing it too, especially with earnings season coming up. We do have a potential post-earnings candidate here in T-Mobile. We'll see if this one is able to validate above that 251.77 area here. But team, another day in the market here. Welcome back to the stream. We're going to have some fun today. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of day again. Say good morning to somebody in the live chat. If you guys would like to say good morning to me, would love to receive some good mornings over here. If you guys are new to the group, new to the stream, new to the channel, let me know. I'd love to welcome you guys in here. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. It costs you absolutely nothing to do it, but it helps me out a whole lot, spreading this information out and these streams out to as many people who actually want to learn. We have a 150 like goal on the stream. Let's see if we can hit it today. That'd be pretty cool if we could. I don't want to see any slackers on the like button. Tomorrow's going to be a fun public live day, so we'll probably hit it then. But if you guys can hit it today, that'd be pretty cool. So let's talk about some of these individual names here. Neo pulling back a little bit today, which again is to be expected, especially after that pretty big topping candle yesterday. It's been on an absolutely gargantuan move over the last few weeks here. Perfectly fine and normal to see a little bit of a pullback here after a stock has made such a massive move. I mean, 350 all the way up into over 5. That's no joke. So let's see what happens here. The release of the rolling out of kind of that Onvo L90. And let's kind of see where it goes from there. Palantir over here, looking pretty solid. Again, just consolidating still at these highs. Like I say every time with this name, this is not a name that you buy right here, but it's definitely not one that you want to go out into the open market and start shorting. This is a very, very well-respected and well-loved name by the market in general as a whole right now. So it's not really one that you really want to go and screw around with to the downside, in my opinion. Sofi over here. Again, kind of the same deal. Like I was talking about, we are most likely not going to trade very much higher until we get through earnings. If the market really reacts positively to SoFi's earnings, that could be the next catalyst to send this one higher. But after seeing this thing going on an absolutely epic move over the last few days here, or really 2 months after that weekly breakout that I outlined for you guys, I really wouldn't expect much out of this one. Oh, we didn't even do the roll call over here. Let's see. Eddie, Daily Taylor, Matt, Rogue, Randy, Reaper, Matt, Eddie. Let's see. Ark, we got Asus, we've got GC, Geister, we got Graham, brother. Let's see. I'm probably just gonna call you B. Dr. Bob, Gene, Caitlin, William, Graham. Another YouTuber says sell BBAI before earnings. I mean, I think that would be a relatively smart decision here. Well, I don't know. I mean, if you have done the work on this one and you really like this name going forward, you can do whatever you want with it. But remember who told you about this one first at this area down in here at about that 440 breakout point. Congratulations to everybody that was in this one and traded this. This is not a name that I really cover or really pay that much attention to. I think Felix has a lot of interesting and good things to say. I've seen a couple of his videos. The one thing that I don't really like is that he'll talk about like, oh, investment banking. And it's like, investment bankers don't really do much. I mean, depending on the sector you're in, they don't really do all that much as it relates to like the stock market. People think they do, but they really don't. So maybe he was in some niche thing, but I don't know. It's just like it's just a thing to just like show that he worked in the industry, which is fine. But I think he's got a lot of interesting and good things to say. So, but yeah, remember who told you about this one down at these lower levels here. Really, really solid move. Let's see. Roblox. Dude, if you missed the Roblox trade that I gave you guys down in here, get an LTMP. I don't know how many more times you guys need to see me call it the best trades in the market. This was the 600% trade on Roblox last week. That was an epic one there. Squirrel, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Julio, how you guys doing? So we do have that potential post-earnings candidate on T-Mobile here. If it can break that 251.77 area, that'd be pretty cool. If it doesn't, then there's going to be nothing to do on this one. Let's see. Ooh, we got some slackers on the like button here. We got some of you guys slacking. Let's see if we can hit that 150 like goal. That'd be pretty sweet. LVS was another potential post-earnings candidate from today. Never validated above the top side of the range there. Broke to the downside, so obviously we wouldn't be touching that one. Google, it wasn't up enough, so we couldn't really do much with that one. And then same thing with ServiceNow. But when these do fire off, guys, they're going to be incredibly fun. So I hope you guys are ready for that. Welcome to everybody that's been joining LTMP. You guys have been the people that have really just kind of been paying attention to what I've been saying, that I'm like, last week I did say, hey guys, there's gonna be a lot of times over the next week where I'm just gonna come on these streams here and be like, oh look, here's the most disgusting trade that you've ever seen. And that's where that over 6,300% trade on Kohl's came from. You guys nailed the D-Nut trade idea for over 3,600%. Shout out to you, Kimberly. That was a great one. And then AEO. This was another one that I was talking about here too. Another great move. Don't feel bad if you missed this one. This wasn't necessarily a textbook move. But again, still another good one there. So let's see what we get today. Very, very slow kind of overall day in the market. Which is kind of to be expected as we get closer to FOMC next week, which is, again, I think it's going to be a dud, but I think people are really going to start paying attention to this meeting here to see what the tone of the Fed is as it relates to rate cuts coming in the near future. I think the Fed should have cut one time this year so far. And the reason for that is they are treating this potential inflationary spike as a result of this new trade policy as the base case or a given. And that's just not true. I've been saying the entire time this year that I do not expect to see a massive spike in inflation. We haven't yet, so I'm going to continue to be right on that side. But even if we do see a little bit of a bump up, which we did kind of see at the last report, it's not really going to be that much of a difference, especially if you start to see shelter slowing down its increase, which is where most of the increases in CPI have actually come from. So that's something to be aware of. But yeah, again, any questions that you guys have about the market, trading, investing, just let me know. That's why I do these streams for you guys. For those of you guys that still need to hop into LTMP, you guys, it's probably very hard to avoid all of the game screenshots that I've been showing you guys this week. So I'll throw that link in the live chat here for you guys. It's pinned to the top. But here you guys go. Use code July. You guys can literally hop in there for $1 a day for your first month. That's what the code July gets you. Come join us in there, man. I mean, it is the absolute best place to come and learn how to operate in the market. We had a fun morning stream. Sold 20 of those AEOs for 700%. Randy, did you put that in community gains? I want to see that, dude. That's pretty ridiculous. There you go. I mean, is that AEO, has the potential, if it moves back up above 12 there, to be the third 1,000% trade that I've handed out this week, which is insane. So we'll see if T-Mobile can validate here. It's just kind of pitter-pattering around. The post-earnings moves can get a mind of their own a lot. It looks like it's fading. I don't think this one's going to fire here, so we'll see. I like what yields are doing now. I didn't like what they were doing this morning, moving up back close to the zone. I was not a fan of that, so we'll see. Ooh, we are 8 likes away from 50. We're almost a third away there to the like threshold. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I will later tonight when I get home. Awesome, Randy. Yeah, another great move there. These are the weeks in the market, guys. This is why I've been telling you guys over the last few weeks here, like, get into LTMP. That's why the discount is there. These last few weeks are the weeks where you make your entire year in the market. There are going to be more, obviously, but not preparing for this time period in the market is what is holding you back overall. This stream is now demonetized. Dude, YouTube they demonetized my channel for talking about all the 1,000% gain trades that I hand out, like in the titles. Which, like, I get it. It sounds crazy, but like you guys see us do it all the time. So it's not It really isn't as realistic as YouTube thinks it is. Google giving all the gains back? Yeah. But think about the post-earning strategy. It didn't validate. We didn't touch it. It didn't even gap up enough for us to be looking at it. I wanted it to, but it never ended up doing it, so we don't look at it, you know? But yeah, if you guys have seen any of the TikTok videos, also, make sure you guys follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Short to VIX 1. Let's see. UEC. I can take a look. You're chasing that. You don't want any of that. It only takes a few thousand percenters to make your whole year. Yeah, and guys, like the prices are going up of the group. Like you guys see how insane what I do for everybody. Oh, my mouse died. You guys see how insane everything I do for everybody actually is. I mean, it's not. I give everybody the opportunity to get in at these low rates, but that is not going to last for very much longer. So prices are going to be going up significantly. Make sure you guys hop in before that happens, which is going to be September. Yeah. So we're going to have to sit here for a second and let my mouse charge, but I forgot about that. I knew there was something I was supposed to do during our little intermission between the first stream and the next stream. KSS to the moon. Please don't ever say those words to the moon ever again. KSS is done. When I hand out a 6,000% trade for everybody and then you guys talk about it after, it's done. And that's the thing. Like that's the type of trades that I hand out for everybody. It's you either want to have long-term success in the market or you don't. So that's what the group is for. Make sure you guys hop in before it's too late, because you only have a month left. I may not ever do a discount again either for you guys. Like, is there a referral program? There is. I think if you click the link, BMRM, there's a link to it. There's like, if you scroll down, there's a link to it if you want. JP Morgan just raised their price target on T-Mobile to 280. Like when? Like this morning or like just now? When you do join, be ready to truly take less trades. It's amazing. Yeah, guys, it's the best place to come and learn to trade. I mean, where else are you seeing all these 1,000%ers, every single multi-100%ers firing off? You're not. It's nobody else is doing the things that we're doing. So you guys have the opportunity to lock in the lower rate. If you don't, it's too bad. Pay attention or pay a premium. All right, let's see. This is probably charged a little bit. Here we go. Market's moving up nicely, though. Game buying ETH? What do you mean game? GameStop? I mean, my problem with a lot of those, like, they're going to use them as a treasury. It's like, there's going to be so much volatility in it. Like, just, if you're bullish on Ethereum, just buy Ethereum, you know? Like, love that you take the time to answer questions. Yeah. That's what I'm here for. Like, you guys are going to get the most, I don't know. At this point, whatever, man. You guys either want to make money or you don't. Like, GME? I mean, I think it looks like garb. I mean, was it basing? Nah, I don't like that. I don't like that. I think today and the rest of this week is going to be pretty slow. And in addition, like, why would we really force anything else after the craziness that we've done in the market so far this week anyway? It's like, well, what would be the point of taking additional trades when we're already up a shit ton? Like, this is the best group. Thank you, Daily Taylor. I appreciate that. Yeah, links at the top of live chat. Use code July. You guys are going to be good to go to hop in. Take it seriously, though. Like, you go through the course videos. That's also kind of why I'm going to be increasing the prices, too, because, like, there's going to be people coming in that are just, like, unserious. If you're serious about making money in the market, this is the place for you. If not, go continue losing. Makes no difference to us. We're going to keep crushing it. Yeah, I don't... the whole GameStop buying Bitcoin thing literally did nothing for their price. It's just... If you're bullish on Bitcoin and Ethereum, just buy them, you know? Like, why are we screwing around with these other companies? I don't... To me, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, you know? But let's see here. Where's AEO? Is that coming back up? Yeah, I mean, if it gets back above 12, you guys might, those of you guys that are still holding the options on it might have another 1,000% on your hands. I was selling in the after hours right around 13. And then today in the morning, I sold the rest of it around, like, I think it was like 12.54, in the 12.50s, I was out of the rest of it. Because, like, if it wasn't going to continue moving, like... Again, guys, we sell gap ups, we don't buy them. You don't want to be chasing those types of moves. You got to be very, very careful with that, which is why I tried to make that video for you guys when it was at, what, 1082? So, there you go. It's not that hard, guys. It is not that hard. Let's see. T-Mobile, I mean, it's within striking distance of getting up there and hitting that 250-177. It could do it very quickly, so get ready. But I'm not really the most excited about it, you know? Facebook broke. Facebook was not a setup. Not a setup. And it has earnings coming up when? Next Thursday. Nope. It's like Boeing. Boeing was just like literally my favorite setup in the market, the way that it looked, but it has earnings next Tuesday, so we wouldn't go near it, you know? You know? Simple as that. Let's see here. Is there anything on the news feed? I don't think so. Fed is working with the White House to accommodate their visit. Fed uncertainty, this is not new. It's 24 minutes ago, but Fed uncertainty weighs on the dollar, says Bank of America. Doubts over the Fed's future leadership are holding back the dollar, says Bank of America's Alex Cohen. Markets are starting to price a less restrictive Fed, especially as Trump pressures Powell to cut rates. The Wall Street Journal dollar index has given up earlier gains and is now flat. Fair point. Do you think TER has a good setup? Well, let's see. No. Again, this has earnings next Tuesday, and this looks like it wants to roll over as well. This is not a setup that we would want to look for in the market. Ooh, Dave's got some new tickers. Oh, yeah, there's that CoreWeave downside. Carvana has earnings coming up. I can't touch any of that, but it looks like it wants to bleed. Striker, what's up, man? How you doing? I just got, like, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, maybe hope that your stock goes up. You know, it's like, I'm just going to tell you what I see on the chart. Like, that's what it looks like, you know? If the stocks don't look good, I'm going to tell you. If the stocks look great, I'm also going to tell you, which is why I'm able to hand out these moves. But I'm also very picky. I'm very picky, which is why, like, the trades that we do take and I outline for everybody all have the potential to run multi-hundred and multi-thousands of %. This week just happened to be a week that we had a lot of them, like Kohl's 6,000%, DNUT over 3,000%, and then potentially AEO, if it gets moving to the upside, that could end up cracking 1,000%. Be honest, I'm trying to learn. Yeah, I know. I am going to be honest. Some people don't like it. They're like, you're being mean to me. It's like, I'm not. I don't like your stock. Like, it doesn't look good. You know? So we'll see if T-Mobile can get up there. It's kind of just pitter-patter in here. We'll see. Reaper. No, market looks good here, though. I mean, Facebook's moving. That's my number 1 holding right now. AMD is number 2, which if it starts ramping, that could easily become number 1 again very quickly, even after I sold a bunch of it last year. Where is... XAR is back up nicely. What else do we have? Neo's down. Sofi is probably flat. Sofi doesn't really look like it needs to do anything going into earnings there, so we'll see. I mean, where's that AEO that I handed out? Yeah, I mean, if you kind of... This is actually not a bad candle. On the other ones, like the D-Nuts and the opens, like those were giving back those gains and holding at the lows because like they're just short squeeze nonsense pump and dumps. But something like AEO, like if you guys don't follow me on, what do you call it, on Instagram or TikTok, like this hasn't traded below these. The only 2 times it's traded like at or below these levels here was COVID and then the global financial crisis. And now they're partnering with Sydney Sweeney. That could signal a little bit of a turnaround. So this one could catch a little bit more of a bid here than some of the other ones and actually have more of a sustained move. Do you buy this here? No. You buy it where I outlined it. No chasing. SPY go up, T-Mobile go down. Yeah, but T-Mobile hasn't even broken the level yet. So, like, why even... There's nothing to do on it. Oh, I'm very happy to welcome a lot of you guys into the group, but I'm going to say it. I'm going to be a broken record. Watch the videos, please. Do not expect to have any success if you do not watch the videos. This is I run my group way differently than all these other ones, which is exactly why everybody has so much success. Watch the videos, please. Don't be just like, oh, tell me what to do right now. No, I will kick you out. We're not doing that. This is about giving you guys the tools and the skills to have long-term success and self-sufficiency. That's what this is. This is not a game. Missed AEO? That's fine. There's going to be a lot more, especially with the post-earnings coming up. Let's see here. And yeah, guys, keep smacking that like button on the way in. We might be able to do it today. You guys are right there. Yeah, but T-Mobile looks... I mean, if it breaks, sure, but it's not really doing anything right now. You'll surf the next one. Exactly. Like, you guys think that this... Like, guys, we've been doing this for, like, the last 3 months. I've been showing you guys the most epic trades in the market for the last 3 months. They're gonna keep coming. Like, especially now that we're in earnings season. Woo! I hope you guys are ready. It's gonna be fun. SOUN? No. Like, what about this chart right here would make me interested? Like, from what I teach, what we look at, like, nah. If it flatlines here, like, I could maybe see what you're saying, but like, it's not doing it yet, and there's too much noise in this chart right now for me to have any interest in this. You know? Plus, we have FOMC next week, so the main focus is going to be on those post-earnings trades because those can get a mind of their own and then just start ripping. Tesla looks like garbage. Tesla had horrible earnings. You don't want to go anywhere near Tesla. I mean, it's bouncing off the 200, but this is not one that we are going to trade anytime in the near future. Tesla's one of my favorite names to trade. But it's just in such a bad spot right now. Like yesterday when Tesla initially released their numbers and I saw them coming through the feed, I tweeted out, I was like, how is this not getting murdered? Like, how is Tesla still holding up here? It ended up selling off, which again, it deserved to. But Tesla's just not in a good spot right now. They really got to turn a lot of things around in a positive way in order to like justify any further price movement to the upside. PXLW. What is this? That's a topping candle. Actually, this is kind of a parabolic short, actually. You've actually got a parabolic short on this thing that just hit. Yeah, that's a short candidate there. If I wanted to go out in the market and short stuff, this would be it. Today. That's a very toppy chart. But we've talked a lot about the parabolic short stuff recently, and I think, so this is the problem with it, and Ryan, you ran into this, which is why I said, like, don't touch them. When you have stocks run up the way that they have been, like, the implied volatility on the option chain is going to move like crazy, which means that the options are going to be more expensive and the contracts aren't going to move. So if you buy options on them, whether it's puts or calls, they're not going to move. Then it's like, okay, well, you could short it, but then do you really want to go out and short things if you have no experience going out and shorting? Probably not. So what you really want to use that parabolic short setup for is that if you're long, like we were talking about with some of these like other big names, like, yeah, like I treat those big after hours moves like a gap up. Like I'm going to sell them. The market's giving me free money, I'm going to take it. But if you were holding them, especially if you were looking at the options too, you could use the parabolic short trade entry as an exit for the long. Does that make sense? CVX, that actually could be interesting. I haven't looked at the oil names, but I don't really like to. Nah, that's too wonky of a chart. Earnings coming up too close. You know? Too wonky of a chart. Earnings coming up too close. Again, guys, you got to be very, very, very picky in the market. Just because I've handed out the most disgusting trades in the market to you guys this week does not mean that we can just start willy-nilly doing whatever. You actually do the exact opposite. I get more picky when we're on these runs. Like, think about how many trades like you guys have actually seen me go for over the last couple weeks. It's like paper cut on DraftKings, paper cut on Apple, murdered DNUT, hammered Roblox, and then there might have been one other paper cut last week. Okay. Just need a second eyes. Yeah, it's just not in a good spot. Micron moving soon. I did tell you guys Micron was probably going to come back down to this area here. It is now bouncing off of that area, which makes a lot of sense. If you can shift this trend, consolidate above the 10, sure. Other than that, right now, this one is in no man's land. You do not go near this one right now. No man's land on Micron. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, this one could end up ramping towards the end of the day, but I mean, it's a post-earning. If it doesn't hit the top side of the range, we don't touch it, you know? Like, seriously, once you guys hop in and watch the videos, which is mandatory. If you guys ask, all right, here's the one thing I will do. If you hop into the group, don't watch the videos, and then ask me questions that are answered in the videos, I'm gonna yell at you. I'm gonna yell at you because you're wasting my time. That's what the videos are there for. Once you go through the videos, though, you're gonna be like, wait, it's really this simple and easy? Yeah. LYV, nothing on that one. Oh, wait, live Didn't this? No, this has earnings a little close. But yeah, that was a good one from yesterday that you guys were... I think some of you guys took this one, didn't you? I think we talked about this one yesterday. Yeah, that's another good one. You'd probably be up like 60, 70% on that one there. That's not bad. Depending on your expiration. Questions are great, especially if they're like, hey, I'm confused about this. That's from the videos. But if you ask, like, what are we looking for? Do that. I'm going to yell at you. Like, don't waste my time. Yeah, that AEO move is sticking a little here. That's interesting. I don't really see much on the news feed. It's very, very, very slow. It feels like the market's been very slow. Even though it's been ridiculous for us, like in a great way, like with all of these great trades. But it just feels like in terms of news and overall market movements, it's just been slow. Like, look at this. Like, you look at ES on the daily, it's like, yeah, we had a crazy day yesterday after the grind up, but in general, we've just been like pitter-pattering and grinding higher. AEHR. Let's take a look at that. Nope. So, Dev, what on this chart right here do you think would make me want to take any sort of action on it? And Dev, I know you're in the group with us. I think. I'm almost positive you're in the group with us. Like, what about this chart here would make me interesting? Now, what I could see is that, yes, you have this nice gap up here. If this starts to flatline, form a nice period of consolidation, and the 10 EMA is able to catch up, now we're talking. But right now, you got in at 11? Oh, on the breakout here? Nice. Oh, was it this breakout? Was it around here off the 200? That's good. Nice move there. I mean, you would have, if you got that breakout, you'd have probably, if you were really slinging some of these TPs, I mean, it's a good one. That's a good one. Timas is making a little attempt here, but it's really got to get back above 250 and start moving. It snuck towards that level. It just didn't hit it, though, so there's nothing to do on that one yet. Nothing to do. Bitcoin is looking real good. Ethereum is looking real good. Some of the alts I looked at didn't really look that good. So this weekend, I'm gonna try to find some of the solid crypto setups for you guys too. AIRE. Yes, I can. Okay. So I don't like this company. Only because this is like a $43 million stock. And like with the amount of money that I've made everybody, which is in the, I would say at this point, even this year, in the millions at least, if we go for something like this, it's going to move. The other thing is too, like, this is a penny stock. We're not going to be looking at this. Like, this is not something that I would ever go near. You know? Because the problem is, the problem that I have with a lot of what people are doing, especially in the penny stock stuff and a lot of these other hype names, is I just put on this week, I would say, a masterclass, a clinic for you guys on if you're going to trade the hype names, this is how you do it. We're finding stocks that are about to explode before they do. So that's how we grabbed AEO, that's how we got Kohl's, and that's how we got DNUT before everybody else knew about them. The problem with something like that, though, is that, yeah, you are kind of setting up, but, like, it's a penny stock, and a lot of people are going to look at those names and be like, oh, I'm going to put a bunch of money into this and hope that I can retire off of this one investment. Oops, it's okay. It's okay. I want to make sure that you guys are understanding these things. Like, I see it in my YouTube comments all the time, and it's just like, oh, do I have enough to retire off this stock? And it's like, that should never even be in your mind. Ever. Why are you trying to hit a lottery ticket and trying to retire off one stock? I don't get that. Do you guys think that I do that? Like, think about it. Just think about it like this. You could ask yourself this question too. What would STV do? Or how would STV think? After everything that we've talked about on these streams and the videos, for those of you guys in the group, think about it that way. It's like, do you think I'm out here just like buying stocks and trying to retire off of them? No. Why? Because we have the ability to identify a bunch of them over time and just continue going and going and going and going. Then from a trading perspective, I'm just going to hand you guys the filthiest ones in the market all the time. But yeah, I'll throw that link in the live chat again for you guys. For those of you guys that missed it, it is pinned to the top. But this is the link here. Make sure you guys use code July. You can get your first month for 50% off. But at the end of August, beginning of September, overall prices are going to be going up. Not for you guys that are already in it before then, but for everybody else that for some reason is still on the sidelines after seeing the most disgusting trades out of the market fire off. So, Vix, you're the best. Well, I'd say I'm one of them. I'm pretty good at this. It's like my special talent, finding stocks that are about to explode before they do. But again, you got to be patient too. Like I was talking about this in the private stream with everybody this morning. It's like, guys, I get it. This is really an awesome, fun time in the market here. We're having a great time. Everybody's making more money than they ever thought possible in a short period of time. But like I told everybody last year when we were doing this, there are going to be times in the market where I just sit here and go, nothing. And like a month or something, and I just don't do anything. That's what trading is. And that's what people can't do. They're like, oh, I have to do something every single day. It's like, I'm never in a rush to do anything. Ever. Why? I'm looking at the best quality setups when the market says to go. Right now, the market is in a great spot. Everything's firing off. We're having a great time. We're doing exactly what we should be doing. Like these gains, to me, guys, they don't surprise me. This is what happens when you operate in the market this way. This is normal. Zebra? Let's take a look. I've heard of it. Isn't that a software name too? It's actually not bad. It's got earnings a little close. It's a decent setup here. I'd probably be leaving this one alone. Just, Just joined the program. Excited to see what's next. UB, welcome. First step, and I'm saying this to everybody. I'm going to say it until I'm blue in the face. Go watch the learning curriculum videos. Man, that's mandatory. The Swing Kings course is not long, guys. It's not long. If you have no experience with options, go watch the options section of the day trading mastery course, but like don't focus on Swing Kings first. Like we have a couple people in the group that like use some of the day trading strategies, but it is not a part of the core of what we do. It's just there so you guys have it. Yes, we had 4 or really 3 potential post earnings today, and none of them have fired off yet. And that happens. We're gonna have some of the like there are days that are gonna come where it's like we're gonna be in the private stream, and there's gonna be like 7 of them where I'm like, all right, guys, this morning's gonna be really hectic, and I'm just gonna be like cycling through, setting alerts. Alerts will hit. I'll have to go back over, and like usually though, maybe one of them will hit, and we're just sitting there like, oh wow, we did all of that shuffling around for nothing. Set up an OnlyFeeds account? No. Vive? Let's take a look at that. That's actually a nasty weekly setup here, but you do have a failed breakout today, so I'd be a little careful with that. I'd probably leave that one alone. Really interesting weekly and daily setup here, but I'd probably leave this one alone. It's basically a nice post-earnings consolidation setup. But yeah, let's see. Ooh, we got some slackers on the like button today. Uh-oh. I don't know if we're going to be able to hit our 150 like goal. We might. Tomorrow, I think we're going to be able to do it because tomorrow is public live day. 9:15 a.m. So make sure you guys have notifications on for the channel. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram and TikTok yet, make sure you guys do. I think I might post a video on there today. I posted a lot of TikToks yesterday. One of them was handing out AEO. SG, Sweet Green's an interesting one. If it consolidates here, sure, but you don't have enough time really for it to do that until earnings because this would take about a week. Newbie, my first trade was Dina up 236%. Great work, man. Great work. I'll work my magic for you guys next week. Just like be aware there's FOMC and I'm not going to be doing much around that. But we do have like earnings for next week are going to be nutty. I think. I think Apple's next week, right? We have a lot of earnings next week. I wonder if they put it up yet. Not yet. Not yet. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, what's his name? Ethan hit. This is the crazy part. Ethan hit Kohl's for 6,300% and then hit D-Nut for over 1,000% this week. And you guys all can do this too. That's the best part about it. You guys all have the ability to do this. It's not that difficult. It's shocking that more people don't operate in the market like this. I don't know why they don't do it. They're like, I'd rather just guess where things go. I'd be like, okay, have fun. But yeah, BMRM, great work, man. That's awesome. That's what we like to see. Comes in, learns the strategy, boom, 200%. Banger. AEO is pretty good too. Where is AEO right now? I don't know. Might screw around. Might screw around, might not. We'll see. 111 on STT. Was the thought process correct? Let's look. State Street? No. No. Because this would invalidate, this move right here invalidates the setup. If you were to just like delete all of this nonsense, and then it broke from here, sure, but no. When you break down below the 10, you do all sorts of this nonsense. Nah, you don't. Wait, unless it's, yeah, no. No, you don't want that. Where's McDonald's? It's like this. Like, this is now invalid for us. The only reason, if you look at D-Nut, the only reason why I still liked this one, oh my God, D-Nut's going up again. Was that, like, yeah, it was still just kind of hanging down below the 10. So I think I actually told you guys, I was like, I don't really like this anymore. And then we started to see, like, open fire off. We saw Kohl's, and I was like, you know, this one does have, like, 33% short interest, and its ticker is D-Nut. So if it does break, all right, fine. And this one didn't fall that much below. Like, this was still kind of right at the bottom side of the actual range that it was in. It just happened to be that the 10 was above it. You know? It just so happened to be. You know, so nothing crazy. But no, you wouldn't want that one. Does that make sense, Doyle? Because you have to stay in the range and you're breaking out of the range. If you invalidate to the, it'd be like if I said like, oh, we're gonna look at a post earnings trade that like nukes through the bottom side of the 5-minute range and then rips back up. It's like, well, we don't want that. Because the market's telling you, it's the market's telling you that it doesn't want that name right now. Thanks, no problem. No problem. I haven't really, I mean, I might do a scan today, but like, what's the point, you know? We're already, like, we're gonna start slinging things over the weekend tomorrow? Well, we might, but. Market's looking good though. Market's looking good here. Let's see. Where's my baby? Ooh! AMD. There we go. It took me a couple months to let the trades go past 100% because I couldn't believe they would keep going. I didn't have any idea what was possible. If you're considering it, you found the right teacher. Romeo, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, it's like a lot of people, like when they come in and they actually take the time and take it seriously, which, guys, it literally will take you maybe like 2 hours to figure it out. Everybody always tells me, they're like, I can't believe I wasn't doing this sooner. And I'm like, I know. That's when I show you guys the big trades. Like, I don't know why you guys aren't doing this. People have told me too, they're like, nah, but I'm day trading. And I'm like, oh God. Oh dear. Oh dear. Ambitious, dude. It might. I mean, it's trying to get back to 250, but it's just chopping around 249. Who knows? It either does it or it doesn't. It's easier when you just wake up the next day to 1,000%. Like, dude, Kylito, your name is Kylito SMC. What do you think is better? What do you think is better? ICT smart money concepts or being a swing king with short the VIX? Like, I didn't start doing good until I shut up and started listening and following the rules. Yeah, don't try to make any garlic cake, guys. Like, what do you think is easier? And a lot better for, like, everybody. It's like, oh, my fair value gap. I'm trying to follow the people that control the market. No, you're not. Ooh, T-Mobile nuking. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to get to the trigger today. 250-177. I don't know. It would really have to start moving there. That is the other thing everybody says too, because a lot of people are coming in from like, they're like, oh, I was day trading, now I'm going to try this. And they're like, wait, this is so much better. I'm like, yeah, I know, guys. That's why I say it. It's relaxing. You'll have lots of days off where you're just not doing anything. And on the days that we fire stuff off, it's like, all right, we're going to go make a bunch of money. It's great. I love it. This is, I also say it like this too, like, oh, I've said it before. Oh, what have I said? I tweeted this one time. I was like, guys, do you know what would happen if a prop firm allowed us to swing trade? Why do you think that the prop firms only allow you to day trade and they would never let us come in and start swing trading and holding stuff overnight? Because they're not making, nobody's making money day trading. They have no edge. They have no strategy. It's a lot more difficult for people to like get the hang of it. And a lot of the stuff with day trading, it's not like teachable. Like I can't, when I go through and I show you guys like the levels that I'm looking at, like it's simple, but like that comes from just sitting here and staring at stuff for years. Like imagine if Top Step was like, hey guys, we're gonna allow you to swing trade every stock in the market now. Shares or options, go for it, have fun. They'd be bankrupt. That's why they don't allow you to do it. But yeah, Kylito, I'm very happy you're having success with it. Very happy. Yeah, this one could have been fun. I was hoping for Google. It didn't want to do it. It's a boring day. Boring day, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see. Anything coming through the news feed? MicroStrategy will raise $2 billion for Bitcoin, up from $500 million. Ooh. Wait, what did I just see? Noom launches microdosing GLP-1 program? Why would you microdose a GLP-1? Wait, guys, what is going on? Why What are we doing? Why are we microdosing GLP-1s? Are we just trying to lose 10 pounds or something? I mean, I guess. Like, it's just a funny way to phrase it. Oh, dude, what are you doing? I'm going to go microdose some GLP-1s. Oh, dude, that sounds sick. Can I join you and microdose some GLP-1s with you? Oh, sorry, man. I don't know. The shaman's not going to let me share. No, man. That's crazy. Some people can't take a whole dose. Why, though? No, I think it just is silly that they phrase it that way. Like, microdosing. I was like, what? I get that what they're doing. It's probably going to work very well, but... Nah, man, we do GLP-1s. They're going crazy. Don't let the kids get a hold of the GLP-1s. Sorry, man. It's just so funny. Where's Novo today? It was Hunting 71. I mean, Novo, nice little rally up there. Nice rally. Ooh, what do we got in community gains? Reason! What'd you hit? Was there a... Oh, you dirty dog. I know what you did. You longed the bottom here, didn't you? Didn't you? That's what you did, Reason. Watch. I bet that's exactly what you did. Watch. Yup. Oh, look at that. Bottom tick. Oh, but you cheated a little. You only had 1.5 points of risk, Reason. You cheated, but you size it down. That's fine. You cheater. Yeah, I don't think T-Mobile's going to do it. That stinks. We haven't really had... I mean, this was kind of the first day that where you can really start looking for post-earnings. What about tonight? What do we have tonight for earnings? Wait, hold on. Intel, BYD. It's kind of it. That's kind of it there. Intel and BYD. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm gonna spend my weekend microdosing GLP-1s. I don't know. It's Thursday. We're getting close. Maybe that's... It's also National Tequila Day, ladies and gentlemen. So... I might have to have some. For the PSA. Yeah, this does not look like it wants to do it. What else are we looking at here? Nothing. Nothing. I like that they're buying up bonds here. I am a fan of that. Do you tell us when to actually make a trade? JP, I have a question for you. I'm going to answer your question with a question. Do you want to make money long-term in the market or not? Or do you want to, this is a better way to phrase it, do you want to build the skills to make money long-term in the market or not? Think about the skills. If your answer is just about the money, I don't want you in the group. I really don't. I don't want you. You're just unserious. If your answer is I actually want to build the skills, then you're going to have a lot of success. So here's how the group works. I'll give you a little, I run it very differently than everybody else. One, I can't tell you what to do. So anybody out there that's giving you alerts, telling you what to buy and sell, is committing securities violation. They just are. It also leads you guys to make very, very poor decisions and attracts the wrong type of person to my group. I do not want to have to deal with people. Sorry, this is just the complete honest truth. I don't want to have to deal with people that are just coming in and just going to basically use me as the internet guy that's just going to feed them stuff. They don't learn anything. They're unserious. They're just not going to, they're going to mess everything up, and it just doesn't work out for them long term. They're going to be late on every single trade. It just is not going to work for them. They are not the type of person that actually will make money in the market. They just aren't. People that like, people that are like, oh, just tell me what to do. I know you're going to fail. I just know it is. You can't do it. You're going to be late. You're not going to know what you're doing. Because the most important part of the market, guys, is understanding the exact reasons why you're entering the trade, how you're going to manage it when you're in it, and when and why you're going to exit. If I just said do this, do that, you have no incentive to actually learn ever. None. So here's what I do. You guys have the course curriculum video that outlines everything that I do. It's very simple. Then I give you guys the watch list every single week, and I update them throughout the week on things that I like, which are then going to make a lot more sense to you once you see what we're looking for. It's like, oh, here's the break. This is where if I want to enter, here's where I enter. This is, okay, the course videos tell me, okay, this is where we want to be buying options. This is the expirations that we want based on the strategy. And then I can execute here, and you know exactly what to do. And then I'm here to help out and walk you guys through stuff when things get a little funky and tell you guys which ones that I like over others. That's why everybody's able to have so much success in my group versus these other people. I could have so many, guys, I could make so much more money doing this if I just said, oh, come in, follow. Here are the alerts. That's not what it's about, though. It's about giving you guys the tools, the skills, and the process to be able to have long-term success in the market. That's what it's about. So if you don't like that, that's fine. But I don't really care, you know. Like, it's because I know what a new trader or a mildly inexperienced trader needs in order to actually have success. And for the people that are like, no, just do this, it's like, well, that would be a very arrogant thing to say that the person that has success doing this is telling you this is what you should be doing, and then you say, no, I know better. It's like, well, no, you don't. You know? My favorite thing, actually, is seeing you guys identify setups for yourself and nailing them. That's the best part. You know? But you have all of the tickers that I'm looking at. And you can always ask me about some. Okay, I found this one. Does this look good? And I can be like, oh, I like that. That's a good one. Or it's like, man, I don't really like it. It's not a great setup. It's a, you know? On these streams. No, I do. The streams are kind of similar to this. Like, if T-Mobile fired off right now, I'd probably take it, but you don't need me. You would know what to do. And that's the point. You would just know what to do. It's not hard. Like, people think it's so hard. They're like, I don't know what to do. It's so simple. You know? And if you don't like that, that's okay. It's not going to be for everybody, but then again, not everybody's going to make money in the market. The people that are in there that are taking it seriously, going through and saying, okay, I'm going to learn this. It's not going to take me very much time to learn it. Go through, ask SDV questions, understand the process of what he's doing and how I can do that too, and look at the setups that I'm outlining and saying, okay, this makes sense. This is where I would enter. This is where I would exit. Okay. Those are going to be the people that are going to be able to come in, and you're going to see them consistently nail the multi-100 and multi-1,000% trades. Like, I've had people come in, even over the last week when we've had a lot of new people coming in that are like, oh, I watched the videos, I asked you a couple questions, and it's so simple that oh, look, I just nailed a 1,000%er. It's like, yep, I know. That's the point. It's simple as that. Everybody else out there that's like, follow me, what I'm doing, they're not, they just don't get it. Like, they're like, oh, I'm just going to do what everybody else is doing. It's like, well, that's why your people don't have as much success as mine do. Because I'm teaching you how to see the market the way I do. What do you think happens at the August 5th tariff deadline? Or August 1st tariff deadline? I don't actually know. I mean, we're seeing some deals come through. I think if the Europe one gets finalized before then, I think we're good. Because China is going to be a long process anyway. But, like, there is the potential for, like a small size Liberation Day Part 2. Which is why I've been saying, like, I'm probably just going to be looking at a lot of these potential post-earnings moves. Especially after the results that we've had already. It's like, the post-earnings moves can get a mind of their own, and we'll go from there. After next Friday is kind of when we can really get back to business, like really start cranking again, depending on what the market looks like. I think FOMC is going to be kind of a dud. Again, we're not going to cut rates. Like, the data that came out isn't in support of that, especially the NFP data, which is, the NFP data is skewed because it's survey data. ADP showed a really big move down in private sector payrolls, and that uses Social Security numbers. NFP is a survey. They're calling business owners. And then CPI was a little bit higher than expected. So we're not cutting rates, but I do think there still is an argument with just the data generally for at least one. What would we do if you decided then the group or something else was to happen? Be handed a fish or learn to fish? Exactly. Exactly. It's like, I know the process. Like, every single one of you guys in the live chat and every single person that has watched my videos, which has been millions over the years, whether it be Instagram, whether it be TikTok, every one of them has the ability to have success in the market if they just listen. All you got to do is listen. Just put a lot of the other stuff that you think you know aside, because a lot of it's nonsense, and just listen to this. That's it. You learn these skills, you're good. SMCI setting up. Let me look. Yeah, just look where earnings is. August 5th. SCB will teach you skills that you can use for the rest of your life. I cannot express enough how much I appreciate this. Daily Taylor, shout out to you, buddy. You've been really crushing it. Really crushing it. Especially that Lucid trade, which kind of got overshadowed by some of the other ones from this week. But that Lucid move was epic, too. Yeah, it's just, you have to just make that decision on whether or not you actually want to take the market seriously and start building those skills for long-term success. That's it. It's not that difficult. Can I have a steak? Reaper. That's all it is, guys. It's not that hard. Apple setting up earnings too close there. I know. I tried earlier this week. That's what the paper cut was. Apple, break even. Actually, I don't even think Apple was a paper cut. I think that was just a break even. Because I think that was Monday. It ripped. And those were up nicely, quickly. And then it just couldn't follow through above that one level, which is fine. Because again, remember, the outcome of one individual trade is meaningless. Like, I've been saying that to you guys a lot over the past couple weeks here. And the reason for that, obviously, is that, again, if these trades are going to rip up, come down a little bit, maybe stop me out, and the options are down 10, 15, maybe even 20%. That's okay, because we're going to come out and nail these multi-hundred and multi-thousands of percent that are going to wipe out. The losses aren't even going to show up on your equity curve. Like, It's gonna be like tick, 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 boom, tick, 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 boom, and it's just simple. Where's like Neo, Palantir, Sofi? Yeah, this makes sense on the pullback here. Sofi flatlining into earnings. Palantir probably still looks decent. Yeah. Username, welcome to the group, man. Get watching the videos as soon as it's done. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Citigroup is set up? I think the banks kind of are setting up. No, Citigroup is not set up. Oops. What do we have going on here? Never mind. Oh, you're looking at the monthly? Yeah, Alfie likes the monthlies. The furthest I'll go is weekly setups, which usually I'm looking for weekly, like daily setups within weekly setups. Those get disgusting. Or, I mean, sometimes you just get a nasty weekly setup. Like, look at Coin. Coin was just a textbook example of a perfect weekly setup. Look at this. Oh, break, 262, runs to 400. Oh my God. You know? So you can catch some really good ones. Yeah, I'll throw that link in here for you guys again too that have missed it. Make sure you use code July. That'll get you in for 50% off your first month. It's $1 a day to hop in. And then, but remember, if you don't hop in before July or August ends, not July, August ends, because prices are going up in September, and then you hop in after, it's going to be at a higher price. Those of you guys that hop in now are going to get locked in at the lower rate. Yields I like. You still might get this on T-Mobile today, but it is getting a little bit deeper into the day. If this was going to go, it probably would have gone by now for the post earnings. So never validated. There's really nothing to do on this one. But again, this is just kind of an example here that we can watch. You know, just a nice little example. BlackRock's ETH Ethereum fund becomes the third ever ETF to hit 10 billion in assets within 1 year. Wow. The report also says XPeng plans to begin production of a new SUV codenamed D03 at its new Wuhan factory. All right, guys, let's hope they're making SUVs in the Wuhan factory and Wuhan and not anything else. Okay? XPeng, make SUVs. Not a cold. All right. So what'd you say about XRP hitting $3? Dude, we're on the same page. I feel like you're trying to do the made you look thing again because I don't think XRP is at $3. It's not. See? Oh, it did. Yeah, that was a good spot to put. HMST. Let's take a look. Home Street. Daily looks good actually with this breakout of 1369. Weekly looks okay. Dix needs a few days. Yeah, I own a lot of this. Not anymore. I chopped it in half last year, but I mean, I bought this. I think it was at like the COVID lows. Wait, no, that's not the COVID lows. That's the COVID lows. Mike D! What's up, buddy? Change the scenery behind you? Yeah, this apartment is way sicker. I like this one a lot better. Still have a wrench? I don't think I've taken wrenches away for anybody. The only people I took wrenches away from were the people that were like being really stupid, that like I told, hey guys, that one, AMC and Jimmy, they're going down. And then they're like, no, F you, dude. And I was like, okay. What are we saying about the overall crypto market? It still looks good. I think, as of right now, I think Bitcoin's still looking solid. Yeah, oops. Yeah, Bitcoin still looks good. Healthy correction? It's not yet. If you break 116,219, you're probably going to 112. But right now, you're still fine on Bitcoin. Right now, you're still fine. Ethereum looks pretty good too. Dude, it has been a ridiculous week. It has been crazy this week. Oh, and then yeah, so for all of you guys that are hopping into the group, so it is getting towards the end of the week. The watch lists are posted on Sundays, just so that you guys know. That's when I send out all the new tickers for the week. Which this weekend there may not be a whole lot, because the caveat is we have FOMC Wednesday, so it's like careful. And the main focus is still going to be on the post-earnings setups. Yeah, Mr. I don't see that on Bitcoin yet. It's holding really well. You've got a really solid bullish setup here. If it invalidates to the downside, you might sell hard. But where am I from? Well, I'm from Connecticut, but I live in Boston now. Boston's the best city in the world, I think. Boston's epic. It's like the perfect city. It's clean. It's safe. It's nice. You've got lots of fun things to do, especially if you like going out. It's fun. I love it. House panel launching probe of Fed renovations. Oh boy. Celtics fan? Nice. I haven't been to a Celtics game. I could've, oh, you can do this thing. Somebody told me about this and I was like, that's actually sneaky. You wait till the game starts, and then the really good tickets that don't sell, you could buy basically floor seats for $200 or something. I don't know, or something low, like low for what those would typically cost. And I was like, that would be cool to do, but I just don't. I'll go to Red Sox games. I love watch the Fenway's just epic, but I'm really bad luck at Patriots games. Used to yell at them to stop committing crimes outside. Oh, because the police cars would drive by? The fire trucks? Do I have a cutoff time for post-earnings plays? Not really. It's 2 o'clock usually. It has to break that day. Yeah, I would yell at them to stop committing crimes outside as a joke. The joke is that they're not committing crimes, and there's just ambulances and fire trucks going by sometimes. But that's usually the cutoff for post-earnings. It's got to break that day. If it breaks tomorrow, we won't be touching it. No touchy touch. You said a donut buy at 410 this morning. It hit and then sold for 460. Nice profit. Jesse, I'm happy you made money, but I'm going to be a little bit mean here. Don't ever do that shit again. Don't do that. This is the entry that I gave to the Discord, 346, and we were out, I forget, but I was selling that in the after hours above 5. There is nothing about what I teach to everybody to just willy-nilly buy a retest or a pullback like that, okay? So I'm happy you made money, but that is not a repeatable process to making money long-term in the market, okay? Just please be careful. Please be careful. 5 is setting up. Yep, I like that. I'll throw an alert on this thing. It's a little weird. I'd probably, that's fine. All right, folks. I was behind on that. Well, now you know. Don't buy, there's 2 things. Don't buy gap ups. We sell gap ups. And then don't buy retests. And also don't chase, which is also kind of the same thing as don't buy gap ups. But team, we're going to wrap it up here for today. Again, I'll throw that link in the live chat for you guys that still need to hop into LTMP with us. Again, 50% off your first month with code July. We'd love to have you in there. But as you guys heard, again, I run the group differently than all these other groups out there, which is, again, the main reason why everybody has so much success in there with us. So let's see what we get towards the end of the week. I think we could, we might be able to get a fun post earnings at some point. We'll see. This was kind of the first week where we can really start looking for them, but did we really need them? No. We had what? Kohl's. We had, what else? D-Nut was crazy. I think Lucid was either last week or this week. AEO for those of you guys that hit that one. So again, awesome work, guys. Shout out to all of you new people that are hopping in before. Again, I say, like I told you guys last week, I don't know how many more times you guys got to see me call it the best trades in the market, but I can tell you that most likely next week, which come this week, I was going to come out here and just be like, look what happened. We did it again. So we're just going to keep doing it, folks. But yeah, I'll probably have a YouTube video for you guys later. We'll see. We'll see. It's kind of slow today. I'll try to make some Instagram and TikTok videos too. So if you want to follow me on there, those are both Short the VIX 1. Twitter is Short the VIX 2.